Today we are going to talk about. I'm here to talk about relationships. For just in general, we need to talk about relationships. I guess I've got two sons. So I think this is important. I believe life, in general, I believe God puts things in your path, people, events, confrontations. I believe God puts everything in our path for a reason. Now, that first girlfriend you ever had, first crush you ever had, that's not going to be the person normally about 1,001. It's not going to be the one that you're going to end up with. Nor as many down the path normally. Every person that gets put in your path gets put in your path for a reason, I believe. These are my beliefs. Because of the life I've led, the life I've been through. And I want y'all to understand that, yes, we get upset. Let's say your heart gets broke. It hurts. It hurts bad. I mean, a lot of times, man, you have a girl that, for guys, you have a girl that cheats on you or lies to you, cheats on you, whatever, stuff like that. Or just breaks up with you. And you're like, oh my God, there's somebody's better than me. They think I'm worse than them. It hurts. It really does. You got to get the mindset. Now, hey, I'm not telling you like I've never done this. I'm telling you that I've been through this, and I'm telling you the right way to think about it. My opinion. That person was brought to your life for a reason. Every girl, and I was terrible. I went through, a lot of girls, had a lot of girlfriends, a lot of relationships, okay? But everybody in my path was there for a reason. I had, one of my girlfriends was, girls I saw, got me loose. Got me into just to loosen up more around people. A little more confidence around people. She just was bubbly, happy, and had a different family dynamic than I did. Made me accept more people than I would have accepted before because of the household I came from. That was wonderful. It ended, and that was a heartbreak. That was my second heartbreak, was that one. The first one was the first girlfriend, first real girlfriend. When you're a kid and you hold hands, you think it's a big deal. Maybe you have a hug, give a little smooch or whatever. I cried, man, that hurt. But that was when I was a little kid. I was 15 or whatever? 12, 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there. That's whatever it is. The big one I was with her for 3 years that really cut me. It cut me. It hurt me bad. But she opened me up. Gave me more confidence around women. Gave me more confidence in myself. And then when she took off and left me, I was alone. A lot of things that she did for me, I had to step up and do, and I didn't think I could do. And I did. And I proved to myself that I could live without her. Yes, I missed her, and I was just heartbroken. It's terrible. And I got mad and sad and all that stuff you go through. But she was put in my life for a reason. And I tell you what, the girls I'd found that dated after her blew her out of the freaking water. Okay? So there's I'm just like, wow. I'm dating these other girls and I'm thinking, wow, I thought she was the one. Look at this one. Oh, wait, look at that one. So you think you found the mother lode, the one, the girl, the one that is above all the rest, and everything goes to hell, and then you're heartbroken, everything's wonderful. Months down the road, year down the road, who knows? You run into another one and you go, oh my God, just think if I was still with that one, I'd have never seen her. My life's great, That happened to me. It was great. I went through a couple girlfriends off and on, and then I found one. I was with her for 2 years. It was my third final heartbreak. That just, wow. I thought, she was every time I got a new job as a kid, running around and getting jobs in clubs, getting jobs in different places, hanging around with friends, going to parties, whatever. When I walked in the room, or when I walked in the party, or when I walked in a job, or walked in an environment, I looked for the most attractive woman in the joint, or the one that everybody wanted to be with. And that was my target. That was my target. And sure enough, that's what I did. So I ended up dating her. Dated for 2 years, I believe. And that one took off on me. I was traveling for boxing. I was boxing. I was a young kid boxing back then. I was traveling a lot for boxing, traveling this place, that place to boxing. I was traveling, and she was going out to clubs and meeting, and there you go. I find out, killed me, crushed me. That's what did it. Then I lost my mind. But when I was with her, we went huge parties. We got to go into these places in Chicago, unbelievable nightclubs in Chicago. People waiting in lines around the block, down the block. About, they wait for hours to get in. Us, walked right in, right the front door. Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. Walked you right in. Everywhere we went, we were the VIPs. Us and all the people with us. She gave me that confidence and gave me the knowledge of how to deal with the nightclub crowd as a 20-year-old, and how the ins and outs, and how you get in, how you don't sit in that line, how you don't be a patron, how you be a VIP. And that changed my life. It really did. That changed my life when it comes to being 20 years old, and being a crazy 20-year-old going to nightclubs. Man, that was it. She gave me the in, showed me how to do it, and then I got my big thing of boxing. I moved out as a professional to box in Las Vegas, and went out to nightclubs and all that. And that just, wow, I can't even, that's another story for another day. So if you ever want to hear about that, go ahead and put a message or whatever you do with these things. I'm new to this YouTube thing, so whatever you do, do it. Let me know, give me a message or whatever. If you want to hear some stories, I'll tell you some stories. But other than that, that was great. And like I said, everybody was put in my path for a reason. And that's it, man. And then one day, I was crazy, man. I was not doing the right thing. I was dating plenty of people altogether, like numerous people at once. And I started seeing this girl that just hung around with some other people that I knew, and went out to breakfast with her, I think, something with some friends of hers, and didn't want to date her because she was different. She was different. She wasn't the party girl. She wasn't the nightclub girl. She was different. Held herself different. And come to find out, she was a professional ballerina, a real dancer. She went to school in Boston. And I'm still with that one today. So, like I said, everybody gets put in your path for a reason. I became the man I am today because of my past, because of who God put in my path, in my past. And it all led up to the flawless, beautiful woman, Angel, that I'm married to after 20 years. And I am going to tell you that story coming up. Hold on. It all started right here. Many people talk about, God spoke to me, word from God. I heard God talk, this and that. No, this is, I've always blown that off. But I was driving down a snowy road outside of Chicago, and this voice, no joke, this voice in my head just said, she's the one. This is the one. This is the one you need to marry. She's the one. This is the one, I believe. And from that there on, here we are today, 20 years later. Been married to this one, 20 years, one in the middle, the goofy one. The goofy Bulgarian. Came over, this beautiful dancer. She came way here from Bulgaria.
went to school in Boston, and she ended up in Vegas, and we just crossed paths, and it's the best thing ever could have happened to this kid here. I was boxer trying to make my dreams come true, trying to be the big professional popular boxer. It was great, had a good time. There you go. Went out a lot, met a lot of women, went crazy. This one from Bulgaria, and me all the way from Chicago. It's crazy. Ended up meeting, and that's why, you know, everything happens in your life for a reason. A Bulgarian and a Chicago boy like myself ended up crossing paths, and here we are. It was a cruise that we took, and it led up to this moment. One of the scariest moments in my life. I've never been that nervous in my life, but I did it, sweating through everything. And every year usually we will go sit in Mickey's chair, same place where she put that ring on for me after she said yes. We go back to Disney, that's our spot. We've been together. This is our anniversary photo. It's been a heck of a ride, man. But man, have we done, just think about what we've done together. Look what we've accomplished. 20 years, 23 altogether, but 20 years married. And 2 beautiful kids. One of my greatest moments was sitting waiting for those parades. And they've grown, they respect, and they're so proud, so much respect and pride for their mother. We've came from being together, becoming a mom when she didn't even expect it, taking over as a mom, ended up having her own child with me, so now we've got the 2 boys, and traveling everywhere, you know, doing the Disney thing, going on trips everywhere, and it's the greatest thing that ever could have happened to me. It was Louisa. I've been through a lot in my life. Been through different businesses that found out my love of my life for sports and what I want to do with my life, ended up not liking it. And then the biggest thing that happened to me so far is my father passing away. I stood proud. I didn't, show much, but when I broke down, she was there. When I lost it, she was there. And we spent a lot of good time together, and we have done some unbelievable things. We've accomplished so much. We live in a great home. We got great jobs. We make good money. We make a perfect home for our kids. And I truly couldn't ask for anything else. We've been through it. We have been through it. There's our New York trip, going to New York, man. That was wild. It got us both. Just me and her. Got to fall in love again. And that's what this is. That's what marriage is. You got to keep falling in love. And that's just what's happened between us. It's every year. Every year we get closer and closer together. This girl I dated, I had no idea the woman she was until I married her. And man, this timid little girl with little confidence when she was dancing, she had all confidence in the world. But out in the real world, her confidence wasn't that great. And she just sprung into this beautiful, confident, intelligent woman that took control of her family and blessed me more than anyone ever has in my entire life. I tell you what, it's weird, but you see, certain people touch you and you're never the same. And that's what's happened here. And that comes with a literal touch too. Like if I'm laying there, she puts her hand on my shoulder, it feels like all the stress and everything eases, literally. My body relaxes a little bit more. She gives me a hug and we just sit there, and it's just, everything is easier. Any stress I have is eased. If it's a tough day, it's eased a little bit, you know. The second I see her face, I can breathe better. My shoulders relax a little more, and I'm in that comfort zone. That's what marriage is, man. That's what marriage is. That's the day right there. One of the best decisions I ever made in my life. It was a great day. It's a wonderful day. There's another day I was more nervous than I ever have been in my entire life. And that's just because I was trying to make the perfect wedding for my wife. I was a wedding coordinator, by the way. Never do that if you are the gonna be the groom. But we're looking at the horizon right now, and it's gonna be great. Because we're going to Alaska. That's my gift to my wife. We are going on an Alaskan cruise, 7-day. This is our ship. That's actually the room we're going to be staying in, right there. The bottom and off to the side of the ship. There's a lot of different adventures we're going to go on. First one, we're going to take jet skis, and go out with the whales and the glaciers. I've already talked to these people. They've got us set. It's going to be fun. This is our itinerary. So we are going to be in Anchorage. We're going to take off from Anchorage, and then we're going to go see the Hubbard Glacier, Glacier Bay. That shows you kind of where we're going. And then we go to the little towns after that, and we're going to end up in Vancouver. That's where we're going to finish, in Vancouver. This is going to be me and you. The ship we're on is actually called the Real Love Boat. How about that? Couldn't be more perfect. So we're going to go see the glaciers there. Then Icy Strait Point. That's what that is. We're going to go in there, and we are going to go kayaking with the whales at Icy Strait Point. How about that? We're going to kayak right alongside the whales. Yes, it's scary, but awesome. And that's what we're going to do. Then from there, we're going to go to Juneau. Juneau is known for whale watching. So I've got a private yacht, just like that one you see in that picture there. We're going to go on a private yacht. I've got all reserved for us, and we're going to go whale watching. So we're going to tell him where to go, and we're going to go there. We're going to tell him what we want to see, and he's going to show us orcas, whales. Wherever they are at, he will take us. So it's our private little bon voyage and little ship out there. They're going to go to Ketchikan. It's supposed to be bears, a lot of bears tours there, but there will be, I don't think there's going to be much bears there. We're going a little early. So we're going to be having a good time on the ship, though. This is perfect for us. It's going to be, we can do meals on the balcony. They come right to us. Everything's catered. We got a big fancy room where we got a suite. They've got the spa there. It's a beautiful, huge whirlpool. Yes, we're going to be getting spa treatments, a lot of massages. That's that massage pool again. It's a full pool, it's a massage pool. There are plenty of different restaurants now. It won't be like the last time we went. A bunch of different restaurants to go to. Steak restaurants, seafood restaurants. Seafood is phenomenal, apparently. Well, obviously, we're in Alaska. And I think there's an Asian restaurant as well, and obviously your American restaurants where you have your American food. And they have a wine bar, maybe one or two. We'll be visiting them quite a bit. So, a lot of different bars and lounges. This is the center. That's the center of the boat. Just like the Royal Caribbean one we were on before. This is Princess Cruises, by the way. We're going to be on Princess Cruises. And this is a walkway that goes just out from the ship. You can walk and actually look down, and you're over the water. This is kind of the side of the ship. Shows you where we're going to be. They're in Glacier Bay there. This is inside of the ship, Yes, they have pools and that. You don't use them too much. The jacuzzis you use great. So there's one of the ships sailing out there. It looks beautiful. It's going to be wonderful. So that's what we're gonna do. There we are. There's how we started. Here's how we are now. I think we're doing pretty good, right? I love you very much, sweetie. I can't wait to spend time with you in the Alaskan Ocean. Our marriage is like a bottle of fine wine. Am I right? It only gets better with age. Love you very much.